Hello and welcome back to the channel. For today's video, we're going to take a look at Meowscarada EX. Let's hop onto it. Alrighty, so here is Meowscarada EX. I definitely had to showcase this one first over the other two Paldea starters just because it was my starter in the Scarlet and Violet game, so I am a little biased, but this card is actually really great, so let's take a look at it. First of all, it has 310 HP, which is really important because if you're setting up a lot of Stage 2 Pokemon, you want to have some tank ability just so that your Meowscarada doesn't get knocked out super easily and then you have to kind of scrounge to get another Meowscarada set up, right? Now, the best part about this card is the Bouquet Magic ability. So you can discard a grass energy from your hand, and if you do so, you can ping one of your opponent's bench Pokemon for 3 damage counters, which is really great. First of all, it synergizes well with its attack Scratching Nails. For 2 colorless energy, you can do base 100, but if your opponent has any damage counters on them, you do an extra 120. So definitely synergizes well with the ability. If you have damage counters on your opponent and then you use Scratching Nails, right, you can do 220 damage plus the extra, maybe say like 1 damage counter they have, you do 230. If you do actually use Bouquet Magic, you can do 250, which is really great. And if you can have multiple Meowscaradas in play, you can definitely ping a lot of damage on your opponent's board. Now, this ability is also really great as well against single prize decks or just like single prize cards that your opponent is playing. Say for instance, something you'll see in the matches, your opponent benches Frigivax on their board and you want to knock it out before it evolves into Baxcalibur. Well, we have ways to utilize and manipulate damage counters so that we can actually take those knockouts really easily. So let's take a look at the rest of the deck. One of those ways, which you probably predicted, is Radiant Alakazam. You can move damage counters around, which is really important because if you can get multiple Meowscaradas set up, you can ping your opponent's board and really prevent them from getting set up as well. You can knock out basic Pokemon like Comfeys, Sableyes, Frigivax, like I said, other things, right? It also does help you set up for Scratching Nails, but getting those early knockouts on those basic Pokemon is really important. Now, another thing that we also use is the Medicham. Yoga Loop is a no-brainer. We also have DTEs in the deck, so we can use Yoga Loop pretty efficiently, and putting 2 damage counters on a Pokemon and knocking it out, giving us an extra turn, why not? We love that. So definitely want the Medicham in this deck list. We are playing the Mew engine just because we do need rare candies and Ultra Balls and things like that. We do play Battle VIP Pass to get our board set up really easily, so Mew is a really great starter for the deck. I am playing the Drapion just because I did play against a Mew matchup, and if they do play Disruption Mew with like Path and Judge and they do Lost Vacuum and things like that, it is really tough to use your Bouquet Magic and to manipulate Radiant Alakazam's ability, Painful Spoons, to get damage on the board. We are playing Super Rod. It is a new card from Paldea Evolved. It is basically our form of recovery in this deck. Basically going to be our form of recovery going forward. I am playing Artazon. We do play Battle VIP Pass in this deck, so that does help us get a lot of basic Pokemon in play, but in case you do whiff it, Nest Ball and Artazon is basically just the same as Battle VIP Pass. Now, the stadium that I actually do really love in this deck is Gapejaw Bog. It really does help set up your big attacks. Scratching Nail is really disappointing if you can't get any damage counters on your opponent's board to begin with. Say you whiff the Bouquet Magic, you definitely do want Gapejaw Bog in play so that if your opponent does play down an attacker, they'll at least have the 2 damage counters, and then that way you can still do Scratching Nails for 220, maybe 200 flat if you do have DTE, but it does definitely make a difference in terms of math, so I definitely recommend keeping the Gapejaw Bog. And we are playing Iono. Iono is just going to be great going forward in most decks, just because we are setting up Stage 2s. The likelihood of getting knocked out pretty early is going to be high, and you don't want to kind of fall behind just because you're trying to fish for rare candy and things like that. So having Iono definitely does give you some breathing room to set up those Stage 2 Pokemon. That is pretty much it. Here is an image of the deck list if you want to try it out for yourselves. This is pretty much common for Meowscarada. I did try a version of this deck where you play the Lost Zone engine and kind of use it as a finisher in Lost Zones, but I wanted to showcase Meowscarada as like the forefront of this deck, and I might try out Lost Zone Meowscarada later down the line, but right now this is what I'm working with and I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. So let's hop onto the ladder and I'll show you some of the matches that I got with Meowscarada EX. Okay, so we mulligan, but this hand is not that bad. We can actually get our board pretty much set up. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball, grab some of the things we need. Maybe double Sprig would be really nice. Wait a minute. No, how did we prize 3 Sprigatitos? That's actually ridiculous. Alright, well, good luck to me then. Let's see if we can pull this off with just 1 Sprigatito. We even get Battle VIP Pass, which is stupid, but I think I'm gonna actually grab the Ultra Ball instead. That way I can get Bibarel next turn. And let's actually do Energy Attachment here. I highly doubt they're going to try and boss me this next turn. Let's actually put... because then I would have to find a retreat. Yeah, I think I'll put the other Mew down just in case if they do rope, then I can just send up the other Mew because I don't want to lose any of these. The Alakazam's gonna be really good. Definitely need my Bidoof in play. Now they get their own Battle VIP Pass, so they're gonna get set up pretty well here. As also, I still can't believe we prized 3 Sprigatitos. I was hoping to at least bench 2 of them. That did mean I'd have to give them the Artazon, but I think that's a fair price to play. Fair price to pay, just because they have the Battle VIP Pass. They always gotta have it. If they're going turn 2, they are going to do Irida Battle VIP Pass anyway. Is that what they did? Did I miss that? Yes, they did. Okay, so they would have had it either way. Arceus is new. I haven't seen an Arceus in this deck. It's probably... I wonder what the Arceus is for. I guess Starbirth does let you have access to more water energies if you need it, if you need to accelerate it. And they just pass, so that's good for us. We can work with that. We got Meowscarada. It's actually not that bad, but what I'm gonna do, let's actually do this first, see if I can get something to discard. Ooh, actually I want the Rare Candy. Rare Candy's way better. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go Rare Candy, Meowscarada, Ultra Ball, get rid of those 2, grab Bibarel, and then draw into a fresh 5. Hopefully we can maybe get a knockout on this. So we can do this. I can actually go ahead and Bouquet Magic and potentially ping the Arceus. I don't think they're gonna play Sharon's Care next turn, so I think I'm okay in that regards. Let's put the Bog down, that way I have more access to more damage on my opponent's field if they bench something in this slot. And we'll go ahead, draw some more stuff. I was hoping for a switch, because then what I could have actually knocked out this Chien-Pao. Let's actually go Nest Ball here. I guess we can drop the Medicham, but I'm scared that they might boss it up, and I don't think I'm ever going to be able to hit the Medicham, so I'm just going to burn that Nest Ball. I think I really want this last slot to be for another Sprigatito, if I ever do get to pull them off the prizes. But I think this hand is not terrible. I think if they knock out the Mew, I'm assuming they're gonna go for a boss play here though. Even with Iono, they're still gonna have 6 cards just because they haven't taken any prizes, so they are gonna have a full hand to work with. They did Shivery Chill, so they had 2 energies, they discarded 1, so they have at least 1 energy in hand, probably a bunch of others. They have access to 2 Frigibaxes, so they can definitely Rare Candy into the Baxcalibur, and they play Skater Park. Skater Park can actually be good for us, because one thing we can do is retreat this Meowscarada with the energy, and then attack, use Bouquet Magic with the grass energy later on in the game. But right now, do I want to Iono or do I want to Colress? There's really not much I can get set up because I don't have another Sprigatito, which is actually very unfortunate, so I have to take this knockout here. They don't have another Chien-Pao, but they probably have one in hand, so what I'm going to do... Well, they didn't bench it, that's the problem. I think just because they didn't bench it, I might just go Colress here. We're gonna need Rare Candy, we'll need Meowscarada, and potentially need the boss, but I might keep the grass energy just so that I can start pinging stuff. But I think this is my 1-of boss. I think this is fine. We're gonna go ahead and move 2 damage counters from the Arceus to the Chien-Pao. Actually, I don't even need to do that, right? Because I'm doing 220, so I just need to move 1. So let's be efficient with that. Just because now I can hit for 220. Because if I had DTE, then I would have to move 2. But because I have the 1, and I think what I might do is actually Bouquet Magic and smack one of these Frigibaxes. Actually, I think I need to hit this, because if they go into Arceus V-Star, at least I'll put it at 50, which means it'll be at 230. So I'll be really close to knocking out an Arceus V-Star. So that's probably my best bet, is to put the damage there. That way, if they do evolve into Arceus V-Star, I can then ping maybe something else on the bench and then move it forward and then take the knockout. Now we finally get another Sprigatito, so we can start setting that up as well. If they somehow, for some unearthly reason, they power up a Chien-Pao with a godly amount of energy, they could knock out a Meowscarada, which means I will be kind of stuck because I don't have another attacker in play. There is that second Chien-Pao. And I can still move the damage counters from the Arceus V onto the Chien-Pao and take the knockout. They're gonna go Iono. That's not terrible. We do lose out on Rare Candy and some Meowscaradas, but Ultra Ball could get us there. But now they go down to a 5-card hand, and they already use Greninja. So unless they can retreat from the active, which they can't, we have a chance to retaliate here. So let's go ahead, Ultra Ball, get rid of these guys, go ahead and grab the other Sprigatito and put that down finally. Just because I want to draw more cards. I don't want to put the Medicham in play because that's a liability. But because they haven't evolved the other Frigibax, I'm kind of curious, what if I move 2 energies here, I ping it with Bouquet Magic. I actually think there's a chance that I could get a second turn with Medicham. So I'm actually going to put this down. And let's go ahead and Bibarel first. That helps, actually. Is there a chance that I could actually get a second turn? So if I move 2 damage counters here, I Bouquet Magic, hit this for another one, and then I can do... Yeah, I think I have it. So I have a Medicham Yoga Loop play here, actually, because I also have Retrieval and Skater Parks in play. So I can actually freely retreat this Meowscarada with Skater Park. So let's actually do this. Let's go Painful Spoons. Move 2 damage counters onto this Frigibax here. We'll go ahead and then retreat, get those energies into my hand, and then be able to Bouquet Magic, hit this for 30, which is just enough. Actually, I probably should just put just 1 energy or 1 damage counter. That was a misplay, but that's totally fine. I think we're still fine. We can go ahead and Yoga Loop, pop this Frigibax, and then this is really great because now we can knock out this other Frigibax and they won't have an attacker for next turn, which is really, really good. Okay, Rare Candy, and they just concede. That was a pretty awesome turn from us. That was a great showing of the Meowscarada deck, so let's hop on to the next one. Yeah, we mulligan twice, which is not good, but we start off with the Mew. I'll always be happy with that. We have Rare Candy in hand. All we need is a way to get more basics. It looks like we're going up against United Wings deck. We get Floragato. But can we get a VIP? No VIP, but I can get another Rare Candy. What I might actually do is Ultra Ball, get rid of one of the candies and one of the Colress. Because we do have Floragato. We do need to set up an attack this next turn, so hopefully we can do this and this. And maybe they won't rope us or boss us or find a way to knock out my Sprigatito. I probably should have grabbed the one with 70 HP, now that I think about it. Just in case if they do get 3 United Wings Pokemon into the discard, they can take a knockout, which kind of sucks. Probably should have just Ultra Balled away the Floragato. We're definitely going to try and Rare Candy this next turn, otherwise we are not doing so hot. They do research, and that is 2 already in the discard. So they can definitely get there. That's another one in hand. Do they have an Ultra Ball? Yep, there's an Ultra Ball to get discard some more. Yep, they are there. So if they have a rope, they can definitely get ahead in this matchup. Okay. They're gonna probably Squawkabilly to get rid of. Yep, Squawk and Seize. That's 2 more. That's a lot. That's a lot of Pokemon. 6 in total, so they can do 120 damage off of turn 2 attack, which is pretty crazy. And because of weakness, they are taking that knockout. So they will definitely get that. We go up with our lone Sprigatito, and then we just pray that we can make this work. So we'll do this. I'll go ahead and Colress first. Ooh. Yep. That seems like a dud to me. I can do this. Let's actually go Nest Ball here. Grab another Mew. We might be able to grab an Ultra Ball or some sorts, even though I don't know what I would Ultra Ball. I guess Boss and Floragato, but I could also just evolve into Floragato and then try and get Meowscarada next turn. We do get the Ultra Ball, so we can power up this Sprigatito into a Meowscarada. We can evolve it, but at what cost? We can, if they knock me out next turn, that's fine, because of the fact I have Iono, which means I can reduce their hand size. They will probably get access to Kirlia next turn, so they can draw out of the Iono, but it's better than nothing. We did get kind of shafted with that turn 1 draw. It looks so promising too with the Mew active and the Colress and the Rare Candy. We had a good hand. We just didn't really get any follow-up with it. And they really popped off by getting turn 1 Squawkabilly. But we have Iono, just lone Iono in hand, so we'll see if that gets us anything. If it gets us Bibarel, that can also be really good. The thing about this deck though is if they can get set up as they are, they can continuously attack for a lot of damage. Right now they're doing 120. Oh, my headphones! So yeah, they can attack for 120. They got 3 Ralts in play. Collapse Stadium to get rid of the Squawkabilly. Smart, very smart to get rid of that liability. I gotta retreat into Murkrow to get this knockout. Now, the thing about my deck, which I actually kind of fluffed, is I could have done a Yoga Loop play to get ahead in prizes, but doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Because I did get rid of it. Radiant Alakazam actually can help with that though. We can definitely take knockouts on things preemptively. We do get that Bibarel, so that's actually really great. We'll go ahead, put that in play. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball first. Get another Sprigatito. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Bog. Let me do this first. Bouquet Magic. Probably on the Ditto. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll go ahead and Industrious Incisors, see if we can draw some more stuff. It's not bad. I'm thinking whether or not I should attach or just wait and use that so I have 2 magics next turn and I can take an extra knockout. Because I could also knock out a Murkrow next turn as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to save this energy. Just go with the scratching nails. Because I'll always take the knockout on these Murkrows, even if they don't have any damage counters on them. So we're doing 80. Energy Retrieval, not bad. That lets us get multiple magics out. We just need to get a Rare Candy now, which can be a little tough. So I can actually Ultra Ball, maybe grab another Sprigatito, and then hopefully Bibarel into a Rare Candy. We are down 2 though. I didn't Colress any, did I? No, just a DTE. There's a DTE on the Ditto. Can they get another attacker down? That's a question. Because if I knock out this attacker, well, I guess it doesn't matter for them because they're all basics, right? Yeah, all their attackers are basics. Okay, and the Bog, I forgot about the Bog. The Bog is like right behind my camera. But yes, Bog definitely does help in this math as well, because I can actually use Radiant Alakazam, move the damage, and then use the magic to knock out the Murkrow. So this actually works out for us. I think we're in a good position. Now they can 2-hit KO my Meowscarada, so I do need to set those up as quickly as I can. But we are down 1 DTE. We have some more in the deck. Can we get access to those? We shall see. They do get rid of a Ditto. That is another attacker. But as long as they have rescue carriers, and I'm assuming they have 3 more, they'll be able to have plenty of attackers in the future. And I'm assuming they play Pokestop as well. The only problem with Pokestop is they can get rid of energies with that. Oh, Super Rod does work too, so they can get Dittos back that way. How much damage are they doing now? That's a good question. God, I hate this client. Okay, they're still doing only 120, so they are 3-hit KOing. And with DTE, they're only doing 100. Which, I mean, with Murkrow, that can definitely finish the job, but with Ditto itself, that's not enough. It's definitely not enough. I'm surprised they haven't gotten any more Curlias in play. Oh yeah, we can definitely do this. We'll go ahead, Battle VIP, Drapion, get rid of those. Get another Sprigatito down. Pop that. Ooh, I forgot about my own Bog, but that's totally fine. We definitely need that. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I can knock this out right now. I actually don't need 2 magics. I just need 1. So I can do this. Radiant Alakazam, move the damage from the Ditto onto the Murkrow to take a knockout there. This is very good for me. Maybe I should have done that. I should have waited. I should have definitely waited, because then I could do Bibarel here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I definitely should have waited for that. Let's actually attach 1 here. Because if I get a DTE... that kind of sucks. Wait, do I have Floragato in the deck? I don't think I do. I think it's actually prized. Because I didn't see it with my last Ultra Ball. So I think I'm fine here. I'm going to go ahead and just go scratching nails, because I can always Energy Retrieval, attach energy that way as well. But I think the thing that I was worried about... What was I worried about? Completely lost my train of thought. I was just worried that they might knock out this Meowscarada, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. And I think we've proven that even if they do get 2 attackers set up, we can kind of like manage that with these bouquet magic. With our ability and with Radiant Alakazam. They do get another Curlium, finally. We could even knock out this Ralts. I'm surprised they don't put down Flamingo, right? Doesn't Flamingo have a really cool ability? When you place your hand on your bench, you may search your deck for 3 Flamingos, reveal them. But yeah, I don't know why they don't do that. And then they get attack with Flamingo too, and it has more HP, so I can't necessarily knock it out without having to commit a damage counter to it, because I only do 80 with DTE. which is not enough. I thought about putting Agatha in this deck list. Could be interesting. I don't know if it's worth it. I definitely have an idea for putting Agatha in Skeledirge. Oh, they're gonna boss. Okay, they're probably gonna boss up Alakazam? Yeah, Alakazam's definitely worth bossing up. If they can knock out Alakazam, that's gonna be really good for them. Do we still have access to Klara? I think I got rid of Klara. Nope, I still have access to Klara, so I could Klara the Alakazam back. That's probably my end game plan, to try and close out this game. And they are going with the Flamingo. Okay. So this is going to be a really good play for them. I forgot about Gapejaw Bog. I always forget about it. I put it down. I should remember that it's in play, but it's literally right behind my camera, so I can't see what's over there. Okay, they finally get their 3 Kirlia setups. So that's pretty good on them. I'm trying to think, if they do pop off here, how many Ionos do I have? I still have 3 Ionos left and 2 Colress, so I'm not out of luck just yet. And the Ditto, but there's a Gapejaw waiting. And I can knock out the Ditto. If they come up with a Flamingo, I can actually take it out then. So that does actually help me, because then I'm doing full damage with Meowscarada. So I can definitely knock out the Flamingo. And if I can get another, oh, they attach to Kirlia and retreat. So now they can't attack. Yeah. Ooh. They should have just left the Kirlia in the active. I don't know why they did that. I'm gonna burn the Nest Ball because I don't need it. Actually, I should have used it for Ultra Ball, but it's fine. Actually, let's do this. I'm gonna get rid of the Sprigatito because I don't need another one in play. And then, yeah, I don't need those. I'm gonna go ahead and Industrious Incisors. Rare Candy, perfect. That's exactly what we needed. I'm gonna go ahead and power this up. I can actually just like play from the bench, honestly. I can move 1 damage counter here, knock this out, take a prize. Yeah, that seems fine. Let's do that. So we're gonna go ahead and bring these 2 up. Do I have a switching option left in the deck? I think I have 1 more rope left. So let's go ahead and go Bouquet Magic. Pop this, and then I actually want to Alakazam first. And move a damage counter. You know, I'm thinking maybe don't put it on the Flamingo. I actually might want to put it on a Kirlia. Because I'm always going to knock out the Flamingo. Let's put it on a Kirlia. I think that's fine. And then let's go ahead and Bouquet Magic and knock out the Ditto. And so that's good. We take another prize. They could Iono us. That's totally fine. Ooh, that's perfect. I actually really love that because now I can freely retreat the Alakazam. That was brilliant. And then now we can go in with the Meowscarada and then knock it out. Knock out the Flamingo. And then we're just down to 1 prize, and they have to take 4 prizes, which is not likely. And we have access to Bouquet Magic. We can ping stuff all over their board. I can hit this for another 30, which puts it down to 40 HP left. If I can use Radiant Alakazam, and there's the concede. Okay, so really loving the Meowscarada deck. Definitely one of my favorites so far from this set. Definitely loving Meowscarada. If you liked the video, check out the deck list in the description. Subscribe if you're new, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.